Peace, 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 love, light, and healing. Peace, love, light, and healing. Peace to the gods, peace to the earth. Y'all climb on in, y'all climb on in. How y'all feeling? How y'all doing? Supreme rising light beings, non-ether beings, supreme rising. How y'all feeling? The sun out, Rosh Hashanah is out. New day, a new day to breathe and just to flow with the energy. New day to bring in balance. Y'all climb on in, climb on in. I wanted to talk about a few things with y'all today. You know, I've been looking at a lot of my emails lately, and everybody talking about autoimmune diseases. And nothing irritates me more than people believing in this whole entire name of autoimmunity. I hate that word because it simply doesn't exist. So we most definitely finna go in and talk about it. Y'all climb on in. Peace, 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 peace. Grand rising, grand rising. I love you too, goddess. I love you too. I love all of y'all. All of y'all most definitely hold space for all of y'all in my heart. Heart chakra is open. Heart chakra is receiving. It's vibrating at an all-time high. So, look, let's get it. So, autoimmune disease. For one time, look, just for once, I tell y'all this all the time, but we got to get rid of this whole entire, thought that there is a such thing as an immune system. There is no such thing as an immune system whatsoever. All right. Now, if there was a such thing as an immune system, it will only exist inside of the lymphatic system. I tell y'all that all the time. So what they say is the immune system. They say the immune system is made up of T cells, which is thymus gland cells, that are blood cells that is created by the bone marrow that travel to the thymus. And at the thymus is where it's educated at. It's where it gets its soldier position there, whether it's going to be a sergeant, whether it's going to be a lieutenant. You know, that's thymus gland cells. That's the blood cells that's produced by the thymus gland once the actual bone marrow produces it and send it there for training and schooling to prepare it for warfare. And what I mean by warfare is what the T cells does. They're the first line of defense when a foreign object or a foreign invader enter into the body. But they learn they warlike, fighting skills from the thymus gland. The thymus gland acts as the school or the military personnel for the T cells. All right. So they say the immune system is made up of thymus cells. Right. Mind you that this thymus gland is a part of the lymphatic system. It's not a part of this so-called immunological system. Right? Then the next thing they say is B cells. Well, bone marrow cells are a part of the lymphatic system. Last time I checked, bone marrow cells are a part of the lymphatic system. Then they'll talk about something called macrophages. Well, they'll say, well, macrophages engulfs the invading, cytotoxemia that intervenes the body and that passes the mucosa membrane blood barrier. Last time I checked, a macrophage is a part of the white blood cells. The white blood cells is a part of the bone marrow cells, and the bone marrow cells are a part of the lymphatic system. Then they talk about neutrophils, and they'll talk about basophils. They'll talk about monophils. They'll talk about bifidum bacteria, lactobacillus bacteria. Everything that they name that they say makes up the so-called immunological system is actually a part of an organ or a part of a structure functioning of an organ and cell that is a part of the lymphatic system. So family, for us to be believing in this illusion called autoimmunity or autoimmune disease, first we have to get away from the immune system. There's no such thing as the immune system. And if there was a such thing as the immune system, it will only coexist with the lymphatic system. The lymphatic system is your so-called immunity. But we don't have immunity to anything. If you really, truly look at disease and how disease work and how the proper imbalance work, how once the body become imbalanced and the meridian pathways become blocked, it will show you that it's literally cause and effect. For every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. This is terrain things. So there's no such thing as the virus theory. The virus is a theory. Germs, it's a theory. You need germs and you need viruses. You need them. Without germs or viruses, so-called viruses, it will be impossible for you to live and thrive. It'll be impossible for your cells to live and thrive. Do you realize germs? Your body is made of 150 trillion cells. Out of 150 trillion cells, 100 trillion of them cells are germs, or what we call bacteria. They call it the microbiota. That's the reason why antibiotics is so bad, because it kills all the bacteria in the body. Now the bacteria can't do their jobs. Guess what the actual structure, functioning, and the purpose of bacteria does to the body? It eats acids. Then they talk about virus, the virus theory, the virus theories. What about it? We need viruses. Viruses are nothing but exosomes and lysosomes being produced by the own cells to bring in a detoxification. You need them cold and flu-like symptoms every year because that is your body forcing itself to get rid of all that excessive mucus buildup that's being produced by the mucosa membrane because you eating foreign foods, you eating meats, you eating grains and beans, gnarly chemistries, acids, and just being inside an acid environment. So of course your body is going to have that cold and flu-like response. So the first thing about autoimmune diseases, we have to get this immune system analogy out of our mindset because there's no such thing as a immune system. There isn't. If you show me any type of thing that's going to pinpoint an immune system, and I'm going to show you and prove to you that it's a part of the lymphatic system. So why are we calling it immunity then? Because they're just making up words and giving us words so they can make more monetary gain off of different diseases. These are all lymphatic diseases. If they taught you about the great lymphatic system, then that means everything is going to come down to one so-called disease. And then if it comes down to that, then everybody starts studying this one so-called disease, which is nothing but cellular constipation when the cells start lacking oxygen. And then what happens is mucus builds up and crystallizes that area, and it backs up the lymphatic system and shut down the kidneys. Then you're going to start, really studying how to open up the lymphatic system, open up the kidneys, and get your adrenals back online. And then they're going to see that you're going to really find out that it's very, very easy to heal any so-called disease. And then you stop them where they pockets at. So they can never tell you that it's only one disease, which is the cells being deprived of oxygen because the lymphatic system is being backed up. So they're gonna throw autoimmune disease at you. And mind you, they only use autoimmune diseases when they don't know what the hell they talking about. Notice that when they don't know what the hell they talking about, that's the only time they even use autoimmune disease. And there's no such thing as the immune system. See that? So look, it's only one disease, and that is the lack of oxygen, the lack of energy being utilized by the cell. And then if you see why, you only got two things here. It's either trauma, blunt force trauma. You get into a car accident, you break a bone, you scrape something, you break something, you get shot. It's something that's going to be traumatic, or it is going to be from acidosis, the gnarly side of chemistry. We only dealing with two sides of chemistry, y'all. We dealing with the base alkaline side, and we dealing with the acidic side, the fiery side, the gnarly side, the destructive side. When you play with fire, you get burned. That's just it. When you play with fire, you always get burned, y'all. And shouts out to everybody that's hitting the badges and that's paying. The money is going towards people that is not fortunate enough to buy their own healing packages. None of this money that y'all sending towards me will be used for my own personal ill gain or nothing. All of the money y'all send me for the badges will exclusively go to people that cannot afford geogenetic package, that got cancer, HIV, AIDS, and things like that, and they just misfortunate and they can't, they can't pay for themselves. So shout out to everybody that is, contributing to the factor. Now, again, let's talk about this. So let's talk about autoimmune diseases then. So hopefully I just knocked that whole immune system thing out of the park. If I didn't, I would do a video, me and my cameraman, and we'll get some graphics going, and we'll make it one of the best videos ever. And I challenge anybody to just make a video and proving me wrong. I'm not saying that we got to do a debate or none of that. If you saying the immune system exists, make a video and prove me wrong. Make a video and prove me wrong. Show me immunity. Show me a macrophager being a part of this immune system that I ain't never seen in my life. I can show you a macrophager coming from the lymphatic system. I can show you all these things, and then we can associate the organs. All these organs is going to be attached to the lymphatic system, lymph nodes, lymphatic vessels. I have never seen an immune system ever in my life. But yet and still, they're giving you pharmaceutical medicines and suppressive therapy and all these different drugs and chemotherapy and things for autoimmune diseases when there's no such thing as immunity. Showing you that it is all about the money. Now, we got three of them. It's way more than three of them, y'all. But we're going to name three of them. One of them is lupus, right? So they say lupus is an autoimmune disease, right? A lot of them say lupus don't even exist. Lupus does exist. So let's talk about lupus, right? So lupus is where, okay, let's talk about fibromyalgia, all right? So fibros just means tissue, right? That means the tissue, all right? Myalgia means pain. So fibromyalgia means pain in the deep connective tissues. Now, the connective tissues in plain why? Is it the nerves? No, it's not the nerves. It is something burning and chewing away at the actual tissues, right? So then you got lupus. Well, lupus is where they say the so-called immune system start attacking all the cells and start attacking itself. right? So why would the immune system attack itself? Yahweh created us to be actually perfect in nature. Everything about us is properly balanced. Everything about us is a proper Mayat state. Everything about us. Only time you become imbalanced is when you bring imbalanced chemistry to the body. So why would the immune system, which don't exist, be attacking itself? Which is saying that the lymphatic system is backing up and the lymphatic system is attacking itself. Why would the lymphatic system eat other lymphatic associated tissues? They don't do that. I have never seen that in biology class. I have never seen that under a microscope. But guess what I do see? I see macrophages coming from the lymphatic system eating acids. And these acids are so built up in the body that they're covering other lymphatic tissues. So when the macrophages are eating the acid, they accidentally bite here and there other tissues that didn't have nothing to do with the acidosis, because there's so much acids prevalent and built up in the body. So the macrophages don't know what the hell to eat. They going around eating anything because everything look like a damn enemy. Because you are extremely acidic. You are extremely acidic. You have too many acids built up in the body. Or they talk about multiple sclerosis. Multiple sclerosis is an autoimmune disease. It is when the immune system start eating away at the nervous system. I ain't never seen that in my life. Now, out of all the thousands of cases of MS, multiple sclerosis, lupus, Lou Gehrig's diseases, hyperglycemia, I've never seen that. Guess what we do see, though? We see acids is built up. The lower factor of the pH balance is built up in the body so much that it start blowing back on the nerves. So then when the lymphatic system, not the damn immune system, because I've never seen an immune system, when the lymphatic defense system finally responds and let go of all the macrophages, all the T cells, all the B cells, all the monophils, all the neutrophils, all the basophils, and all of these different armies inside of the lymphatic defense system go to fight and go to eat up all the acids. Well, if the acids is on the nerves, wouldn't the nerves get attacked too? Wouldn't the nerves get attacked too? So where is we getting this autoimmune disease from? I've never heard. Where is this stuff coming from? I am seeing the lymphatic system being so smart and knowing how to identify its enemy, that the enemy be everywhere, because you don't know how to stop eating acidic forming foods. You don't know how to put down the hamburgers. You don't know how to put down the pork, put down the lamb, put down all the pizzas, put down the grains, put down all these gnarly phytic acid. Think about it. You eating beans all day, phytic acid. You eating rice all day, carbonic acid. You eat meat all day, uric acid. Then you walking around and you drinking. All this brings up lactic acid. So you got excessive acids inside of the body. The lymphatic system gonna be like, damn, I feel like I'm being invaded. So we gonna attack everything where I see acids at. It's kind of like somebody getting shot in gang violence, and you just so happen to be at the gang member crib. That don't mean you gang banging. This might be your cousin or something. This might be your cousin. You end up at his crib and then they do a drive-by on the crib and you get hit. You get hit. Does that mean that it was attacking you? No, the attack wasn't against you. It was against the gangbanger in its crib. You just so happen to be there. Just like these pretty cells that don't have nothing to do with nothing just so happen to be there, like the nervous system cells. Then all of a sudden, acid is all in the way, hanging around with the nervous system cells. Then when them gangbanging macrophages come through and be released from the lymphatic system, they hitting everything moving. Everything gotta go. So is that the immune system attacking the nervous system? The immune system attacking the deep connective tissues? The immune system is attacking itself. That sounds like a bunch of crock, y'all. That sounds like a bunch of crock. Straight up, let's just keep it real. They don't know what they be talking about. It's either two things. They don't know what they be talking about and they just be making up shit as they go, or, dang, that's the first curse word I said during this whole video. I was doing good. They just making up stuff as they go, or they are purposely teaching our people wrong to get monetary gain. Because if I can keep you playing the game that I set and I built for you, you would never win. See, it's time for us to quit playing these people games. It's time for us to, we got to stop playing these people game, because you will never win playing that game. And then with these people, there is no freaking rules, y'all. I mean, they are willing to go to the depths of hell to get that paper. They will kill you. They will kill your children. They will kill your family. They don't give a damn. And then they will back it with an insurance claim on your death and collect money off you dying, off you paying them to kill you. Then we all got all these immunosuppressant therapy drugs and, antiretrovirus drugs. Hey, What is wrong with a retrovirus? I've never in my life seen a retrovirus kill anybody. But all of a sudden, HIV is the #1 cause of AIDS, and HIV killing the whole world, and Africans are dying of HIV. Y'all are literally falling for this propaganda bullshit. I ain't never seen HIV kill nobody. I ain't never seen it. You know, when I study HIV and we look at HIV and we look at it under a microscope glass and we really see what these exosomes and lysosomes doing, because mind you, I never seen HIV virus roll around on a petri dish. I never seen it. Just like we never seen COVID-19. I've never seen that on a petri dish because they're liars. But I do see exosomes, histamines. I do see lysosomes coming from the cells and biohacking other cells to actually start a detoxification process to eliminate these things due to Fontenelle, which stands for alternative route of elimination outside the body. And then you go get checked. And when you get checked, this so-called HIV, whatever this marker they done made up, show up on your actual Western blot test. And then all of a sudden they give you these fear factors called HIV. And from the fear, the placebo effect from the fear of they telling you, because remember, they created disease, the name of the illusion of disease anyway. We never created that. So then they associate these things with fear, and they do it through mass media. They put it all through the media, and they show depth around it. They show low thought form frequencies around it. They put these low vibrational frequencies in the music that they play with the infomercials, just like with cancer and all these other diseases. So the moment that you get diagnosed from it, the placebo effect can happen. Your mind is what kills you, because your mind starts literally shooting and stopping up and blocking up the lymphatic system. All these energy and motions, or what they call emotions or low thought form frequencies, will start building up the prevalence of acid and acidosis in the body. Then you start feeling all the effects that these Negroes made up that didn't even exist at first. Notice, people be living so good with cancer, right? Then they go and get their checkup, and the moment they find out they got cancer, fear kicks in. Then the fear drives them to get chemotherapy. Then the chemotherapy and radiation kill them 5 to 7 years later. What killed them? Did the cells being deprived of oxygen kill them? Or did the damn diagnosis and the treatment of cancer kill them? It was never the cancer. It was never the HIV. It was never the multiple sclerosis, MS. It was always the treatment of these things. And then look, this gives it up right here, right? Multiple sclerosis. Most of the multiple sclerosis or the MS cases that we work with, they get lesions on the brain. I got a question, family. Can the immune system, which don't exist, but let's just say it does in this case, can the immune system put lesions on the brain? That means the immune system has to be acidic. That means the immune system will have to burn. So what will burn a lesion on the brain? Let's do a quiz real quick. If something burn a lesion on tissues, A, would it be the lymphatic system that's burning lesion on tissues? B, will it be acids that's burning on the tissues? C, would it be the so-called falsification of a damn immune system? Which one would it be? A, B, or C? A, would it be the lymphatic system? B, will it actually be acidosis because acids burn shit? Or would it be, the immune system? Let's see who got this. There you go, family. It will be B. So if multiple sclerosis causes lesions on the brain, that means multiple sclerosis is build up acids in the body. If lupus causes the cellular tissues and causes the so-called immunological system to burn and attack itself, then that means that it's acids prevalence. You see what I'm saying, D? We're talking about acidosis here. Why we got to talk about all these other different words and shit? Like, you know what I'm saying? Why we just can't stick to the simplistic word? That way we can identify with what's really going on, because they don't want you to. Because the moment you learn yourself and find out you a God and learn how to heal yourself and learn that these healing mechanisms already exist inside of you, then you don't need them no more. And if you don't need them anymore, that will literally collapse the freaking economy, because the pharmaceutical companies is $1 trillion a year business, and they kill hundreds of $1 million people a year. But they want to lock people up for selling drugs in the hoods that y'all asses dropped off in the hood for us to sell. After y'all done shut down all of our jobs and shut down all of our trades, you can't even go to school to be a carpenter no more, or none of that. And then you force us to go to college, which we can't afford, to give us a bullshit degree with something that we're not going to even use when we get out of college. So then the CIA drop all these drugs and cocaine off in the hood. Then they dropping Russian AK-47s off in the hood. They dropping Japanese SKs off in the hood. We ain't never been to Japan. We ain't never been to Russia. But yet we got all this weaponry and all these drugs and guns. What you think we gonna do with them? Of course we gonna make money, because we gotta survive out here. Of course. Man, this is a straight maze, man. This is made up. These people are demonic liars. They're demonic liars. Demonic liars. Flat out. Straight up. The whole thing is to break the mind of the black god and the black woman. If they can break the mind of the gods and goddesses, then they can feel the mind. You know, the whole thing is to bring the mind back to a baby state. Sometimes you have to break the mind. It's where you get MK Ultra and stuff like that. If y'all think I'm lying, check out these programs that this government and the CIA been doing. It's something called MK Ultra where they will break your mind and then they will install fear in you and then they will give you different types of instructions to go murder people and kill people and go shoot up schools or shoot up churches full of black people and do all types of crazy retarded stuff, and it's all about color therapy. They'll trick your mind and break your mind and then fill it with things, and then a red light can trigger you. You see a red light, you go kill 100 people. You see what man, look, this government is wicked, y'all. How are y'all not seeing this? They wicked in a mug, and then they lying, and you walking around claiming. For one, we ain't claiming nothing they tell us we got. Straight, I don't care what you tell me I got, I ain't claiming that. Because the moment you claim it, that whole thought form, that fingerprint of that thought form, it takes seed and root in your body. We not claiming none of that bullshit. I don't care what I don't know what that means. I ain't got that. Straight up. My body can heal itself. Secondly, I don't want none of your witchcraft potions. You can keep your pharmacia, which means sorcery, to yourself. Then we talking about praying to the ancestors, praying to Almighty, or lighting a fire, doing our, ritualistic practices, our washing rituals. We claim that that's demonic as hell. Giving thanks to the ancestors' libations, we're claiming that that's demonic as hell. But the same Christian that claims that we're doing demonic because we believe in astrology, and they'll say that that's demonic, but they will go to a doctor, get a prescription, and go to the actual sorcery market to pick up the potion. And then you take this potion according to the instructions, according to the dosages, and according to the times they tell you. But we wicked, and you on like 7 different medications, but we wicked. We wicked for wanting to be free. We wicked for tapping into the ancient knowledge. We wicked for tapping into esoteric knowledge. But you are on 7 to 10 different medications. Look it up in your Bible, pharmacia. It literally means sorcery. And you are drunk and intoxicated off they potions all day with these neurotoxins, can't even think straight or think for yourself because they done open up a portal, and these lower thought form frequencies, these draconians are literally implementing themselves into your body and literally using you as a puppet, and they the puppet master. But we are wicked because we choose to tap back into divinity. We are wicked because we choose not to believe in a damn immune system when I've never seen it a day in my life. We are wicked. We are wicked because we call each other gods and goddesses because the scripture said that we was created and made after his image and after his likeness. But we are wicked. Do y'all see the 2-3, the trickery? Do y'all see that? Is y'all really seeing what's going on here? Y'all see Babylonian, how things are reversed, backwards, switched upside down. If the government tell you that this is the ceiling, that's the damn floor. If they tell you if they tell you the ceiling is the floor, that's the damn ceiling. If they tell you it's black, it's really white. If they tell you it's white, it's really black. If they tell you that there's a such thing as outer space, no, there gotta be a such thing as inner space. They will never tell you anything to free your mind. They will never tell you anything to make you rich and wealthy beyond your years. They will never tell you anything to bring you freedom to yourself because they actually benefit from your oppression. They benefit from your stupidity. They benefit from your lack of knowledge. I know this is a hard conversation to have. But we having it. We having it. You get over here into this system. Now all of a sudden we reading and writing from left to right. Do you know how much that fucks your brain up to actually talk English? English is one of the most, and then y'all talk about, because I can't talk English. I'm glad I don't know how to pronounce these words right. This old witchcraft language. Good morning. What is good about morning? I can't wait till the weekend. Why? What is good about being weakening on the weekend? I earn a living. Earn is where they put the ashes of the dead. And then we really be having dick contests and piss contests on who can use this cursed English vernacular the best. I don't give a damn about these curse words. Then you read it from left to right, which is in a curse formula anyway, because when you do your satanic rituals, guess what it's in, family? It's in left to right. And when you're spelling out these spells, which I literally studied this stuff for years, y'all. Guess what you got to do it in front of? Left to right. Even to draw your circles, you have to do it to left to right. But everything that comes from the African Hebraic principle, even when you get into the hieroglyphs, it is from right to left. We speak from right to left. We think from right to left because the right brain is the righteous brain. That is the spiritual brain. That is the energy in motion, the emotional brain, the brain of creativity. That is the feminine brain. That is the alkaline brain. That is the brain of creation, the brain of thought, the brain of air. Then you get to the left side. That's the brain of destruction, the brain of fire. That's the logical side. That's the fear factor. That's the mathematics and all of that shit that keeps you on a path that will never let you outside of the box where you can actually think for self and to realize you God. See, that all this left-brained language, left-brained speech, left-brained writing, left-brained thinking, and we wonder why the world is so masculine and so toxic, and they forget about the divine feminine and don't know how to bring in the balance of my no more, because this is a patriarchal system that is just built upon homosexual lies and agenda. Flat out. Just keep it real. That's why you see them push the black woman out the house, give her money, feed her, turn her against the black man. Give her all types of government assistance. You can have all this assistance. You can suck on the tit of the government all you want. Just don't bring that black God in the house because we don't need you to be balanced. Because if we keep you imbalanced and we keep the family destroyed, then they cannot birth new gods and new messiahs. Because a messiah is a savior, and a savior is supposed to save his people and to save his nation. So they're doing everything to keep that from happening because they know when the messiahs come through this portal, it's time to look. The revolution gonna be here. And look, they talking about the revolution won't be televised. Yes, it will. Yes, it will. It's happening now. Yes, it will. I see it all over the television. I go to YouTube. I'm seeing all the black guys and goddesses wake up. I mean, I go anywhere. I go on TikTok. It's most definitely I'm seeing it. The television is telling it all. Straight up, man. We got to get this right, man. We do. So look, we got to quit buying into the idea and the falsification of a so-called immune system. The immunological system. See, I need herbs for the immune system. Look, let me show you how they get y'all. My so-called herbalists, because we real herbalists over here, and I ain't knocking nobody. I just want to make a statement. All right, for my so-called herbalists, how you claiming to be a herbalist, but you talking about herbs to build the immunological system when there is no such thing? Hold on, let me say that again to my herbalists. How are you a herbalist? How? And you identifying with their lies, and then you are literally reading these books with their lies and taking herbs to build something that don't freaking exist. How is that possible? How is that possible? Or they gotta look, check out this lie. Antiviral herbs. Ain't no such thing as no damn virus, but they got antiviral herbs. And then you got herbalists out here. Yeah, you know what? I mix a few antiviral herbs. Huh? I thought you was a herbalist. There's no such thing as viruses. But you got antiviral herbs. Man, y'all Negroes be out here lying to the people, getting the people for their money, man. Y'all don't know what y'all talking about, all this Googling and going to Googleite school. And now all of a sudden you a master herbalist, but you going off of their terminology. And that's the reason why your healing testimonies is not flowing in. Because you are still being mind fucked by the predator. You're still being, you're under spells. You're under spells with this. You're under spells. And you still using they spell terminology. How you got herbs for something that don't exist? Herbs is not for diseases. I ain't never seen one herb that's for a disease. Because diseases is an illusion. It don't exist. Herbs are for structure functioning. Herbs matches a certain frequency that matches certain tissue cells and organs in your body. So if that organ or that tissue, that whatever that location or the localized of cells that have been invaded by acidosis and that is emitting off of imbalance of frequency, you have herbs that'll bring back up that frequency, that structure functioning. So yes, you have herbs for the pancreas. You don't have herbs for diabetes. Anybody tell you they got herbs for diabetes, they lying. No, you have herbs to cleanse the pancreas because the certain herbs that you use, like Gotu Kola, Anopo Cactus, these are at the same vibrational frequency of the pancreas because your organs are called organs for a reason. Organs is what you play at a church. These things emit off frequencies and tunes. It's all sonic sound waves. And that's what herbs do. If you actually listen to herbs and you actually study the pH balance and the conductivity to them, they're very electrical and they're very powerful and they get off their own hue. And this hue have sound to it. So you have herbs that matches frequencies of other organs, but you don't have herbs for the diseases because that is a damn illusion that don't exist. It don't exist. I ain't never in my life seen herpes. I seen the damn hemith worm parasite though. I seen Fasciolopsis buski be swimming around in the blood-brain barrier. I seen Fasciolopsis buski swim up to the pancreas and causes acidosis and causes all types of different things that they call diabetes. I done seen it go to the thymus gland and then eat up all the red blood cells and T cells out of the thymus gland, and then they call it HIV. I ain't never seen HIV. Never. I've never seen none of these diseases they talking about. I see cause and effect. And I see the effect. And sometimes the effect be damn parasites, be acidosis, be excessive mucus buildup, be the degenerative chronic breaking down of cellular tissue. I've seen that. But all these diseases and all these damn names and illusions, I ain't never seen it in my life. And they can't show it to you either. Only thing they can show you is a parasite, and they can show you cellular mitosis and cellular apoptosis. And it's the cells uncontrollably dividing or dying off or killing themselves because the presence of acidosis. All we see is acids. And from the ash of them acids, we see mucus buildup, we see parasitical infections, and we see bacteria that's overpopulating. That's all we seen. I ain't never seen no damn diabetes, HIV, cancer, sickle cell anemia, leukemia. I ain't never seen none of that. I don't even know what that mean. All I know is cells die when you put acids on them. And certain herbs can cleanse and push against those tissues to relieve the cells from the acids. And certain herbs have enough molecular structure in them with iron phosphate in the oxygen molecule and to bring and to attach to the hemoglobin by way of the prana or that cosmic energy we call breath to bring up the vitalization in the strength and the toning frequency of those tissues or associated lymphatic tissues we call cells. And then boom, that discomfort is not there no more. I don't know nothing about disease though. It's an illusion. It's illusion. Viruses is an illusion. All these things that we talk about, 444. It's 444 people in the building. We give thanks. We give thanks to the Most High Yah. We give thanks to our ancestors. 444. We got to recognize them numbers. Them are the angles of light speaking to us, letting us know that everything we talking about is right, exact, and is in alignment. We give thanks. So yeah, man. Hey, man. I know I just said a whole lot. I think we need to hit the gong for that. That was a lot said. That was a lot said. We're going to let the vibration speak for a second. Sir. But yeah, man, I really wish that y'all would wake up, man. I'm doing all I can, y'all. I'm giving y'all my all. this is a warning sign. You know what I'm saying? Remember, what's that called when the dude rung the bells and he ran through on his horse? The British are coming. The British are coming. And he warned the whole town that destruction was coming. That's what I'm doing, y'all. I'm here and I'm ringing the bell telling y'all that destruction is coming. Death is coming. Famine is coming. We have to prepare and be ready. And we can't do that. We can't do that if we stuck under their witchcraft and under their spells and under their illusions, y'all. It's impossible. It's impossible. It is. With that being said, there's no such thing as multiple sclerosis. There's no such thing as lupus. I will identify with these and do videos on them, though, because I see that we identify with these words. But once we get down into the structure functioning of the cells and how these so-called diseases work, you realize that it's not a disease at all. And there's no such thing as an immune system. So if y'all got herbalists that's talking about they got herbs for immunity, tell them that they don't know what the hell they talking about, and you gonna find another herbalist. If they got if y'all messing with herbalists that's talking about they got antiviral herbs, y'all run like hell. Run like hell, straight up, because they don't know what they talking about, man. A lot of y'all keep asking for some good books. Let me take y'all to my books. Hold on, y'all. All the time. Let me show y'all some books. Let's see what we got here. It's just so many. It's just so many books. All right, let's see. All right, matter of fact, what I was talking about earlier. This show and prove what I've been talking about right here. This book right here is called RNA exosomes. And it talks about the eukaryotic cells and the prokaryotic cells. Make sure y'all cop this. And this shows y'all how viruses don't exist, y'all. The body naturally create viruses, man. It naturally create viruses to set the body on the natural detox. Straight up. So y'all make sure y'all cop that. What else we got? Here go another one right here. Virus Mania. Y'all check this out. Virus Mania. And this is a real good teacher right here, man. She exposed how SARS, HIV, hepatitis C, AIDS, polio, how it's all the same exosomes inside the body. She did research in Africa and everything, y'all. It's another good one. I always show y'all about this, y'all. The Kissinger report showing y'all how diabolical the government is, y'all. These are unclassified documents talking about eugenics, man, and just population control and, man, stuff like that. So make sure y'all check this out. Man, y'all already know I love Nutricide. This is by one of my personal teachers, Dr. Layla Africa. Rest that ancestor soul. We give thanks to the ancestors and honor and praise to the ancestors. So, you know what I'm saying? This is called Nutricide. Make sure y'all cop that. Hey, this book right here, y'all. This is by David Icke or David Icke. Man, this book is hard, boy. The Perception Deception, man. Y'all make sure y'all cop this. And it is full of Jews, man. I mean, full of Jews, man. This is my dude right here. This is a white guy. But this dude is woke. I'm telling you, this white guy is woke. Straight up. So make sure y'all cop that. And I learned from Caucasians too, y'all. I know a lot of y'all are against that, but I do. Like I learned from them. I learned a lot from Dr. Morse as well, you know. So it's a few of them that you know that actually be coming with it. Oh, a lot of people was asking about that book that I was talking about when I was talking about the salt and potassium and water sugar ratio. His name is Michael Moss. It's called Hooked Food. It says free will and says how the food giants exploit our addiction. Y'all, this'll blow y'all mind right here. This'll blow y'all mind right here, y'all. So y'all make sure y'all get that. Where you finna go, mama? Crazy Bowls. This another good one, y'all, too. The metaphysical interpretation of the Bible. Showing how all religions, y'all, all religions are talking about the same science system, y'all. Whether you talking about, and that's why I say my odd a lot. That's why I use the Bible a lot. I use all the religions to show y'all that we have a common denominator here, y'all. Don't let these people lie to y'all. Everybody banging over religions. It's all the same science field, y'all. All of it. All of it. And then let's see what else we got. Here go another book on exosomes. And these are clinical trials right here. Proving that viruses are made by the body. I've been teaching y'all this for years. Here go another one. Showing you that when you cook your food, you're cooking the biophotons out of your food. Y'all see that? Biophotons in biology and medicine. Boy, this book right here full of daggers, y'all. Here go another one on biophotons. You see that? Integrative biophotons. This, man, look, plant therapy. I mean, all of that. Yo, this another good one right here. This is the Kabbalion. And this just talk about how to bring everything into balance. You know what I'm saying? These are hermetic principles or hermetic teachings, y'all. The Kabbalion is super, super dope. Y'all learn. I got this book, and I learned this book by one of my Moor brothers, one of my Islam brothers. Law and Master gave me this. Here go another good book. This is called Breathe by James Nestor. And this talk about how divine the breath is. Let's talk about how divine the breath is. How to truly, truly breathe, y'all. This book is full of daggers as well. What else we got? Another good book. The falsification of the African consciousness, man. This is deep. This is by one of my great professors, Dr. Amos Wilson, which is one of the dopest professors and psychologists that's ever existed on the plains of Earth. Period. Dr. Amos Wilson. Let's talk about how to bring the black consciousness back. You know what I'm saying? How to overcome white supremacy. Y'all make sure y'all cop all his books. I got every book he ever wrote. I spent over 10 grand on all his books alone. It's another one, too. Supreme Mathematics, African Ma'at Magic. Make sure y'all cop this as well. Yo, you know I can't forget the Madu Natra. It's volume 2. Here go the Medu Netra. Volume 1 somewhere around here. The Keys to Miracles. The Kemetic Institution System. These are good stuff, man. Very, very, very good stuff. Here go another good one right here. This is called Dark Light Consciousness. Talking about melanin, the serpent, the power, the luminous matrix of the reality. This is by Edward Bruce. It's a good one, too. Showing how the black woman is powerful and how she have something called procariates inside of her womb. And it basically links things up to Henrietta. Can't speak of her last name. Dang, I'm tripping of the ancestors. Anyways, they still using her womb and her placenta now, you know, to heal people and just showing how she was a god and her cells did not die, and showing how she was created from prokaryotic cells from her prokaryotes that was inside of her placenta, and showing how the black woman and the black man are the original beings here on this planet. But we didn't come from the planet. We came from the stars. We came from the solar system. And how we are part of the Anunnaki. There's good Anunnaki and there's bad Anunnaki. But we will be fallen angels that's trying to get back to the angles of light, or trying to get back to the luminous heavens. This is a deep one. It just shows how we trapped here in this matrix, man. Henrietta Lacton, that's her name. I think I said that her name right. Yeah, Henrietta Lacks. Thank you, Nip Free. Thank you. And I'm doing a whole thing about this, yo. Like, this straight proves that we come from the stars, y'all. We are star beings, man. Don't let these people lie to y'all. Everybody else is from the earth, but we from the galaxies. We from Orion's belt. We from Pleiades. We from Taurus. We from all these different planetary systems. We came down. We built the city called Lemuria. Then we built Atlantis. We built Sumeria. This is where you got Abraham from, Yishkak, Jacob, Yaakov, Yisrael, Israelites. All of that is talking about the same thing. It all go back to the Anunnaki. All goes back to the Anunnaki. There's positive Anunnakis and then there's negative Anunnakis. We will be the positive side, but we still are gods and goddesses in a fallen state. And that's the reason why we had to wrap ourselves in immortal terrestrial flesh, because we was wrapped in a luminous light at first. We were celestial beings. Man, this stuff is deep, y'all. Way deeper than religion, way deeper than Hebrew Israelite, way deeper than Kemetic. It's way deeper than that. All these things are just stuff to keep your wheels spinning real fast, to keep you from seeing the true God that's within. Here go another good one, too. Survival strategies, y'all, for Africans in America. This is by Anthony T. Browder. He one of my greatest teachers, too, man. Straight up. He went to Egypt and he meditated in the pyramid, man. I was so bored. I would say jealous, but I'm not jealous of my brothers and sisters. But, man, I wanted to be there so bad to do that. He straight meditated in the Pharaoh's chamber. In the Pharaoh's chamber. Matter of fact, I want to put together a retreat where we all literally go, you know, and we go visit the Grand Canyon and visit all of the different pyramids out there. And we just meditate and stuff out there. I want to go do that. Set up a retreat where we heal for like 5 days. And then we all go to the Grand Canyon and start visiting. It's certain parts of the Grand Canyon that you can't even get in because they got certain artifacts and certain mummified bodies of Indians that were Hebrew Israelites that tracked all the way back to Egypt, y'all. Like, I mean, a lot of people be dissing America, but America is very ancient. We have to realize before the slave trade, a lot of Africans came out here thousands and thousands of years before the slave trade even happened. And that's why they say that we're indigenous to this land, because we built pyramids here. We built Sphinx here. We built all types of, artifacts that were supernatural that have kept us connected to the unseen that they trying to hide and cover up and bury from us now. The Grand Canyon is just one of them. You know what I'm saying? We have something out here called the Cahokia Mounds that's 20 minutes away from here. You know what I'm saying? Which is the same thing. All these different pyramids, Hebraic African writings, all on the tombs and everything, y'all. Don't let them, have y'all thinking that the Holy Land and the Promised Land is only in Israel and in Africa. No, we brought the Holy Land and Promised Land wherever we was at. You know what I'm saying? So remember that. Remember that. Here go another good one too. And I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna read a couple more. I'm gonna get up out of here. This is the Book of Changes. AUTOIMMUNE. Very, very good book. And I mean, this book is amazing. And it talks about my balance and how everything is in changing. Everything is in changing. Nothing is constant but changes. Just the flow of things. Here go another book talking about exosomes, y'all. Stem cells. You see that? Derived exosomes. Like when I say I do this, I really do this. This is a good book too. This is called Self-Healing Diagnosis by Dr. Layla Africa. Again, it's teaching you reflexology, how to read the face, do face readings. Oh, yeah, everybody keep asking, do I got chakra books? I got so many books on chakras. Let me see. That's the Astrology Bible, the Crystal Bible, the Kabbalah. I got so many chakra books. It's crazy. Let me find them this section, though. Kawhi was supposed to come over here and put them all in order. They go to Torah. This is the Ugaritic text, the African text. Chakras. Yeah, I got a lot of books on chakra. Oh, here go another book, too, that's powerful, though. Word magic. What I was just talking about. Word magic. Make sure y'all cop this. And powerful words, y'all. How words are used as swords. Life and death is in the power of the tongue. And those that choose to eat her fruits thereof, y'all. Showing how powerful words is. This is the book I was talking. Oh, forgot about this book. I mentioned this book, too. The Molecules of Emotions. Showing you how emotions can be tracked, y'all. Emotions can be weighed. Energy and motion. And how these things have an effect on the molecules of the molecular structure and makeup of your body. Straight up. Make sure y'all cop that. Check that out. All right, let me find this book on... What would it be? Hold on, y'all. I got to look for it. I got a lot of books on chakras. I got a whole lot of books on astrology, too. I just got so many books, man. It's crazy. But I read all of them, y'all. I ain't one of these people that just buy books for it to look good. I read. Okay, here go one right here. This is called the Chakra Bible. Y'all make sure y'all check this out. Y'all, I'm not making no listing of this. Y'all gonna have to go through this video and do it yourselves. I think I'm doing enough right now. I love y'all, though. So the Chakra Bible. Hold on, I got more. I got at least 50 books on chakras, y'all. I really going into the chakras. Oh, yeah. That might be in my other library, though. It might be in my other library, y'all. Let me see. This is all the books on the Anunnaki right here. These are all the Anunnaki books. By Zachariah Stinson. Here go another book by Dr. Layla Africa that I think everybody with children should get. Awakening Natural Genius of Black Children. If you got a child, please get this and apply this information and knowledge and wisdom. So the promised land is in Africa. No, I didn't say that at all. I said the promised land is anywhere African beings are at. That's the promised land. Promised land is within us. We always looking towards a temple, looking for a land, and looking towards a church and looking in the sky. I don't know that the temple, the land, and the church is you. You know, your terrestrial flesh was made out of African soil. The inner you is the temple where God sit at. You know what I'm saying? Your brain or your temples is the holies of holies. Your hypothalamus campus is where the throne is at. So if you look at your body in the astrological point, you or the land, you or the temple, you or the God. That's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that there's no not a significance or, you know, not a presence of magical forces in Africa. It is. But I'm saying you are that true magical force because the soil that was created, your terrestrial flesh, is actually made out of African soil. So everywhere your feet touch or everywhere you go, you bring the promised land with you as long as you're in balance and you're in alignment and you moving in a righteous mindset. You know what I'm saying? And you're not violating nature. You are the promised land. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, I just too many books. I'm going to have to go through and pull them out. And then I'll hit y'all up probably tomorrow or something, man. We'll go through it. Y'all make sure y'all grab that Nagamati, too. That Nagamati is the ish. Nagamati. Real good. For y'all that want to learn about how these holidays are serving Satan, make sure y'all get Fossilized Customs. It's a real one. Real good one. Make sure y'all get the Dead Sea Scrolls. If you want to live that Nazarite life, I'm a Nazarite. That's what I identify with. We are seen Nazarite. So make sure y'all cop that. But I'm finna get up out of here, y'all. Hopefully that was enough books. Like I said, I got over 5,000 books, y'all. So I used to read a book a day. I don't have enough time to read a book a day no more. So I'm real used to just tapping into my downloads and, you know, opening up my Akashic records and receiving my information that way. But we did do a lot of studying, a lot of reading, though. So, all right, with that being said, y'all click the link in the bio if you want herbs, any healing herbs. Remember what I told y'all about them herbalists? Make sure that them herbalists is not getting y'all. If they talking about something, they got herbs for immune system, which don't exist, they lying. If they talking about they got antiviral herbs when the viral don't exist, they lying. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all click the link in the bio if y'all want to follow me on all my platforms, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Check it out. And just for any healing herbs or anything y'all want, hit up the website, www.yahkiawakened.com. All right, with that being said, I hope we dismantled that autoimmunity bullshit. If not, I'm going to be making a video on all different diseases that's associated with it anyway. We're going to be pulling up all different types of things in the backgrounds, bodies. We're going to make it real. We're going to show and prove. You see, that's why I'm glad we starting the school. Did y'all like that last video I dropped yesterday with all of the graphics and stuff involved? If y'all like that, put some nines in the building. Because that's how we finna start recording from now on. If y'all like that, throw some nines in the building. I'm going to say this live. All right, all praises, all praises. Hallelujah. We give thanks, we give thanks. All right, well, look, with that being said, peace, love, light, and healing. Peace to the gods, peace to the earth. I wish y'all nothing but health, wealthiness, divine peace, and just alignment, full alignment. Make sure y'all breathing, getting in that cosmic energy. Make sure y'all keeping y'all spinal cord aligned. Because remember, if your spinal cord is out of alignment, then your organs are out of alignment. If your organs are out of alignment, then that means you're out of tune with creation. And you're going to be breathing in and bringing in low thought form frequencies and imbalanced chemistry to your life. And that manifests look like messed up relationships, fighting and fussing with your family members, not being able to bring money in and monetize right. All that bad chemistry and what we look at as a negative reality be all from our breath, from our thoughts, and not being in alignment, and your spinal cord being out of alignment. So make sure you breathing deep and really breathing in that cosmic energy and love yourself if don't nobody else love you. And if don't nobody else love you, of course, Yah'Ki love you. All right, peace, love, light, healing. Peace to the gods, peace to the earth.